What is up, my ninja? Shinobi here, bringing you guys a Path of Exile video. I don't think I've ever made a Path of Exile video ever on my YouTube channel. And to be honest with you, I haven't really played the game that much. I probably have somewhere around 400 hours played time, which isn't very much. Might sound like a lot to some of you, but honestly, it was only over the course of a 3 to 4 week period a while ago. And I just recently picked up the game again with this new league that came out, this Incursion League, patch 3.3. And I've been having a lot of fun with it so far. Really just enjoying the game, but more so just learning the game. I have the theory that with Path of Exile, it's one of those types of games that the more you learn about it and like just the more knowledge you have in general in the game, the more fun you'll have, because you can do custom builds, experiment with crafting items, and really min-max selling certain items, and really min-max your characters and all kinds of stuff, because there is a lot that goes into Path of Exile, and it is something that I think a lot of people out there, specifically a lot of Diablo players, they'll look at it and they'll see like this passive tree, for instance, and they'll just be completely overwhelmed and be like, oh, this isn't something I want to try, even though it is a free-to-play game. You know, it's like the learning curve is pretty steep with the game, and I will definitely admit it is pretty steep with learning initially in the beginning. But what I've been doing is just kind of looking at different builds. Like last time I played, I had a few characters that were level 90 something, and just kind of playing builds that I found online. And then this time I found a build here that is really popular right now. It is the Arc Totem build. Now the specific one that I'm using, I'll link in the description down below, that was made by Mathil. That's where I got the build from, and he's very knowledgeable in the game, very good theory crafter for Path of Exile, and definitely suggest you check that out to learn more about this build, because I am not really the type of person to be giving guide information at this point in time, but I am learning and I am enjoying the game so far. So if you want to come over to my live stream channel, I am live right now if you are watching this video, and I'm just gonna be playing more of the game. I'm level 75 currently, and I'm working my way towards just getting better gear, farming more currency, and just doing more in the game, learning more, doing more difficult things, and all that. With all that said, so far with this league, the main thing that's really stood out to me that I've really been enjoying since I've been trying Path of Exile again is the incursion aspect of it, having this cool temple thing here from Alva. Now, Path of Exile is a free-to-play game, and one thing that people really love about it, besides the customization, is just how much you can do in the game. And this is really cool because not only do they give you this free content for this specific league, but then you also get to customize that content and then do even more content because of that. When you open up your temple, get a bunch of loot, fight bosses, mobs, all kinds of cool stuff, and it's been really awesome. I've done some research on previous leagues, even though I haven't played them, and looked at them and said, you know, man, none of them compare to this one. This one is by far the best one to do this. So I thought, you know, hey, picking up the game again, the best time to do it would be now. You know, I'm not playing D3 right now. We're kind of waiting to see what happens with that in the future, and I'm waiting for BFA to come out for World of Warcraft, and there's not really too much to do. So, and this is I feel like a really good time to pick up the game and to learn it. And if you guys want to come along with me in that process and learning the game, you can check out my live stream, like I said, linked in the description, or you can you know, you can also, maybe I'll make some videos that are kind of taking you along my learning process and kind of explaining things to you guys in guide form, even though I'm not as knowledgeable as a lot of these guys out there, like friends of mine like Ziggy D and all these guys. They're really knowledgeable in the game, but maybe just from my perspective as a D3 player that is known for making guides and can, you know, kind of explain it to you in a way that was kind of worked best for me in learning, because the way that I've learned this game, I feel like, is a little different than quite a few people approach Path of Exile. I've learned a lot more about this game than I feel like a lot of people have in a short amount of time that I played it. And so, yeah, so that kind of learning process is something that I could bring you guys along with me, whether it's through my live stream or through videos. And I hope that would be something you guys would enjoy, you know. So anyway, let me explain a little bit about this incursion. Let me explain a little bit about the build that I'm playing right now. For those of you that do play Path of Exile and are kind of, you know, you kind of know the gist of what goes on in Path of Exile. So the specific setup that I'm using right now is my gear is pretty decent. You know, I have the resist the right way. My health could be a little bit better, but I opted to go for more damage nodes than life nodes, which I am now working on life nodes as I'm into mapping now. And it's been working out pretty well. You do have a lot of survivability ways to your disposal. So as far as damage goes, like I said, it's the arc and the supporting gems that I'm currently using. I was using a 5-link here. Now, I'm waiting for prices to come down. We're a couple days into the league and the prices are all over the place, like for 6 links. And I want to get a good 6 link. I don't want to just be like, oh, a 6 link that's just like essentially a tabula, right? Like, no, I want to get something that's like actually good. And go from there. So right now I've just opted to go with the 5-link. This chest I got for I think 4 chaos, so not bad, right? So using arc with the controlled destruction, with elemental focus, with concentrated effect, and the spell totem, because we are using the totems. I currently have 4 totems to use because I have been doing my labs and such. And these totems do quite a bit of damage. You know, each one's doing a lot of damage. Lots of wave clearing. This build here has been really popular because Arc recently got buffed. And on top of that, it's really good for wave clearing, but also really good for single target too. It just melt bosses. I killed Katava with this character recently as I just finished Act 10, and I killed him in like 30 seconds. Like, he would go into a phase, I'd instantly move him to the next phase. It was like the smoothest that I've ever done Katava, and I've only done it a few times on like Sunder and Spectral Throw, and I think that was about it. Maybe another build, but anyway. But yeah, so that's what I'm using right now. I'm using for my auras, I'm using Clarity for some mana regen, Haste for the cast speed and such. Very nice. Then I'm also using the Lightning Golem, and also for mobility using Flame Dash along with the Quicksilver Flasks to help me get around quickly. And I do move around pretty fast, you know. It's you know, I got 30% movement speed on my boots. So that's something that definitely helps a lot to go fast. I've been starting to kind of throw, my gear has been decent. I've been getting some, you know, I got some crit on here, got some spell damage here, just trying to build up my health, my resistances. A lot of Path of Exile for you D3 players out there. If you guys remember in vanilla D3, Path of Exile is very similar to vanilla D3 in the early stages of vanilla D3. It's like a combination of vanilla D3 and Diablo 2, and then has its own cool aspects in it. So that's kind of how I can explain what Path of Exile is, because like things like life and resist are super important, whereas in, you know, Diablo 3 nowadays, it's all about your damage multipliers and things like that, right? It's like getting your set bonuses and stuff. That's what really matters the most. Where is in here, it's like, oh, make sure you have enough life, make sure you have enough, you know, resist and such, because those are like the first things you need to deal with. But so it's kind of similar to what it was like back when we got like one shot back in Infernal difficulty in vanilla D3. You had to just, you know, really build up those stats, like a lot of videos that I showed to you guys in the past. Now also using conductivity, and then also using the Immortal Call combo with the cast when damage taken. So right now character's looking pretty good. Been able to, I can show you a quick demonstration of it, but let me go ahead and talk a little bit about Elva. Now you're gonna find Elva pretty much everywhere. She's insane. Like leveling from, going through the story and leveling up, going from Acts 1 through 10, I probably spent 30 to 50% of my time doing these incursions. That's how much content there is, and you know, it's pretty crazy, and it's very fun too. So my temple is ready to be
mean,
opened.
we did it.
And let me turn off the dialogue here. My temple is currently ready to be open. And as much as I love you, Elva, and you sound like the girl from Game of Thrones, Mother of Dragons. But anyway, so this is it's pretty cool because you get to customize all these rooms and you do all these incursions. You get a certain amount of incursions to do, and then every one of those incursions you can, you know, make these rooms better. You can make them go from tier 1, tier 2 to tier 3, making the rewards better. For instance, like the vault starts off as a vault and then it goes to treasury, and that's tier 2, and you just get more currency items, and you kill certain bosses inside these to decide what you're going to buff essentially in your rooms. And then you want to connect these rooms together so you can, you know, go through it when you open up the tent. So if I open this up right now, I could go through here and I can go to this room, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here, here. Now I can't make it to Apex because I didn't connect to it, which is where the boss is, but I also have the explosive room, and I got contains explosive charge, so I can blow the wall and get to the boss. So that's why that's been left open. But yeah, and so just kind of trying to build these up. I've done pretty much most of these rooms as tier 3, and it's pretty rewarding to go through this. And not only is it fun and it's cool to customize it the way that you want to customize it, there is some RNG involved, but it's also just very interactive. And then you get to do the temple itself, and that's like, it takes you like, you know, 30 minutes to an hour to go through if you really thoroughly go through it, you know, depending on your character and such and so forth. But yeah, so pretty much I will be going towards the, I will be going towards something like, using Shimmerons, but that's expensive, and I want to see what the prices are going to get to eventually. So that's something that I will be looking into. So here's an arid lake right here. I'll just pop this in real fast and just kind of show you a little bit of what this looks like. I don't really have much microtransactions. I barely spent any money in the game. You don't really have to spend money in the game, except for, I believe you have to spend money on your getting a premium stash tab. So that's like the only thing. So you can do like the trading and stuff. You could also play solo self-found if you wanted to, so it's not like necessarily... So there's another Alpha here. She's gonna be everywhere. Like, it's so... I believe they spawn in like every room that you can go to, from what I've been hearing. So yeah, you can just see it just plowing things. Lots of damage. Pretty cool. I like it for sure. And single target's quite good too. Let me go to the boss real fast here. My character's not even super geared. Which boss is this? Oh yeah, okay. I think I remember doing this one before. I just got into maps, so... Oh, it's a shaper thing. Oh yeah. Oh, he's doing his... I had the dialogue turned off. Okay. This is the shaper thing. Okay. Okay, so let's just do some damage to him. So you see this guy just going down, and I don't have to really do... I can just kite him around because the totems are doing all the work. And there we go. Now he's dead. Freaked me out for a second there. I thought I got like DC'd or something. I was like, what the heck's going on? Right? And these are just like things that I just don't know, but... Talk to her... Oh, an arid lake. There we go. So that's just like a little bit of example of what it looks like. But anyways, like I said, guys, I'm going to head out of here. Thanks for watching. And my name's Shinobi. Until next time, thanks for watching. I just said thanks for watching twice. Now 3 times. Have a good one. Bye-bye.